Summit.
Yes, Summit number how many?
You said 1, but there's like 10,000 more. We're in Western PA.
One of 4 states will go for it before this day's over.
Yeah, which is funny because it's really not that far away.
No, but you know, the Shenandoah Potomac River Valley is a hell of a drug.
It really is. Well, what were they smoking when they made that thing?
Well, tobacco, of course. It's Virginia.
Ah. We'll have to get some fine Virginian tobacco to smoke on our trip.
Well, technically it'd be West Virginian tobacco now. They haven't had Virginia tobacco since 1863.
What happened in 1863?
Oh, well, West Virginia was created.
Ah, that would track.
That would track. Oh, they have croissants, 2 for $5 at Burger King.
2 for $5 croissants.
Yeah.
At Burger King. Maybe that's where we eat for dinner.
5 for 2.
Why not 5 for 2? Have you seen this economy?
Sadly.
Yeah. Show me where you can get 5 croissants for $2. I'll move there.
I could probably.
Now, is there a burger on that croissant?
I would hope so.
I would hope so, too.
Or like a breakfast sandwich. Breakfast sandwich on a croissant's like... It's good stuff. Where's the mandatory Pennsylvania dollar store? Every small town has one.
I don't think that's just Pennsylvania. That's the whole damn country.
It's like some kind of virus. It just
5
spreads.
square miles. It's their goal. 5 square miles in rural America.
That's actually kind of terrifying when you sit down and think about it. Yeah.
Where's the creepypasta for Dollar Generals? There's one for IKEA. You know, we have the SCP for
Yeah,
IKEA.
the infinite IKEA.
Where's the SCP for Dollar General?
Sure there is one.
There's got to be one. I know there's one for Waffle House. I think I remember.
Of course.
Of all the things.
Yeah.
I didn't really watch Gumball as a kid, but
That was like the tail end of me watching Cartoon Network. So I didn't really watch a ton of it.
but then I got older and wiser. Well, not wiser,
But older.
but older. And now I get all the references.
You're too rough. Do you want to drive?
No.
That's what I thought.
Want to drive into unknown territory? We're going into a freaking border state.
Yeah, and also whatever the hell this road is.
It's a road to nowhere.
It really is.
Very
Oncoming
obvious.
traffic is even, where are they coming? How long does this go for?
Forever.
I can't even see them around the corner yet. Oh, there they are.
Alright, yeah, take your time.
So while we're waiting, you want to tell us about that RV back there?
Yes, there's just an RV on like the side of the road back there with like broken glass. It's like half buried in like a landslide. I'm fairly certain somebody died in that RV, and it's just been sitting there ever since.
Maybe they were sitting at this very light.
Maybe they were, and then they got hit by a truck or something. Got
Or a
thrown back there,
landslide.
yeah.
They actually had to move the whole road to one side. They didn't bother taking the RV or the rocks away. They just moved the road over, and that's why we're stuck here.
Out of respect.
They're in the final phases. It's a monument, truly.
Yeah.
When they bring out the sign with the marker, you know what that is.
You know when you've pissed somebody off enough that they have to passive aggressively make a sign. You've done something
Or like
wrong.
on our road where they spray painted it on the pavement.
Yeah.
Slow down!
Oh, get ready. We're going into Maryland.
Oh boy.
Welcome to Maryland.
I didn't realize that would happen, but okay.
Yeah, he likes to welcome you to states.
Oh, I like that.
Google's very
I
cordial.
was so confused when they said that.
Yeah, I often forget.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Keep to the left, keep to the left, keep to the left. Keep to the left, keep to the left.
Onto I-68 East.
Don't get hit by that thing.
The Range Rover.
And then go this way.
Follow the Floridian.
Yes, follow the Floridian.
Man, I just got a migraine doing all that. That was like...
Well, the plot, I guess, as best you can remember.
So, Japanese businessman gets sent to deliver this CD that we find out has plans for nuclear bombs on it to some African warlords, I think. I think that was the plan. But he gets... There's this group of pirates that get hired to, like, steal that data. And they kidnap him, too, because, well, why not? And basically, the company decides they're just going to write him off as dead and pretend they don't know anything about it. And so he's, like, left in the South Pacific with these guys. They're like, yeah, I guess you can hang out with us since you got nothing else going on.
Yeah, why not?
But yeah, it's very funny. They drive around in a PT boat. Lots of good action scenes.
It It looks good.
And they defy physics.
They do defy physics. Yeah. Wagner shows up for some reason, and we got to watch that movie at some point, don't we?
Yeah. The pro-Wagner
movie that was filmed in Africa, yeah. By Wagner.
By Wagner, for Wagner, only for Wagner eyes.
Yeah. So Wagner is one of the... They're this big, like, mercenary group in Ukraine that Russia runs. And they also do a ton of work in Africa. Like, that's where most of their money comes from. Because they do security for all these, like, mines and, like, rigs and stuff. And they take, you know, diamonds or gold or whatever it is they're digging up as part of their pay. And then take it back to Russia and sell it. So they get, like, a buttload of cash from that. But they filmed a movie back in 2019 where basically they're the good guys that, like, get rid of this, like, war band that's down there that's, like, terrorizing this town. Like, classic Wild West stuff, but with Wagner. I can't remember what it's called. I'm going to have to look it up, but I kind of want to watch it just to see how poorly it's aged.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah. I don't know what we can watch to compare it to, though.
Look at that man go.
Honestly, I'm surprised there's not truck nuts on there. Feels like they kind of go together, you know?
He's on his way to New Jersey. Ah, yes, Cumberland, Maryland, home of one of the most daring raids of the Civil War. So see, these Confederate raiders in February of '65, they basically leapfrogged over the Union defenses with their cavalry, ran into town, grabbed 2 Union generals that were staying in the hotel, and then yeeted them out of town for a ransom.
Were they just sitting at the hotel eating, like, breakfast or something?
Well, they had their headquarters. That's where they lived. So they go just yeeted it, like, at the crack of dawn.
Oh, jeez. It's gotta be an awkward story to have with your commanding officer when they come back. So what happened to the generals? Oh, well, you see these Billy Rebs.
Yeah, it wasn't too far off.
Yeah.
Oh, also the home of Fort Cumberland.
Is the fort still here?
No. It's now a church.
I've seen stranger blow-up stories.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh, look.
So that building to your right, that was a field hospital in August of 1864, because we're driving right through a battlefield right now. The Folks Mill battlefield. So you know about the Chambersburg raid? When they went and burned Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, the Confederates? This is where they came the day after.
Interesting.
They were gonna come and burn Cumberland, Maryland, but they got stopped.
Who stopped them?
I think it was General Benjamin Kelly and a group of Ohioans.
Average Ohio moment.
There's the cut for the Sideland Hill.
The Sideland Hill.
Sideland Hill, it's right there.
Oh boy, I can't wait to confront my past sins.
Yep.
Giant flag.
Big flag.
Big flag.
Huge.
Huge.
Probably. It's just there.
Oh, okay.
For a sign for Blue Goose Market and Bakery.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah,
What
like,
is a free community picnic?
I don't know, because when you put picnic in parentheses, that leads me to believe it's not actually a picnic. But then what is it?
It's an orgy bomb.
It could be.
It could be.
Or it's cannibalism, or maybe it's a cult thing. I don't know. It's like suspicious quotes. I don't like it.
So you're saying we're playing Hellhounds at Harpers Ferry, but really, it's just ferries in the engine house.
It always is.
Always has been. Oh, that's gross. Yeah, that's kind of gross, though.
You use your best judgment.
Yeah, as far as like when to get over.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Thank you.
Here we go. Daddy, don't you know that you are hot as fuck on the inside? Everybody knows the best bananas will be right. Daddy, don't you
Alright.
know that you as north of Virginia as one can
Welcome
get.
to Virginia.
Yeah.
You're just going through.
Welcome to West Virginia.
And now we're in West Virginia.
Yep.
We were in Virginia for
All of 30 seconds.
filmed the whole
We really were at like the northernmost tip of Virginia.
Lee's favorite.
Lee's favorite.
Yeah.
You really set Justin
It really did. There's a rest stop there too, it looked like.
Yeah, rest stop and everything.
Yeah. All rifle.
Yep. This bridge is named after the man that made the Hall rifle breech loader. Whose shops were somewhere over there.
like, and you remember it? I'm like, oh yeah, every single one.
It's kind of everywhere.
My Seagull class submarine. Oh, God. Where is it, cowards?
This is as meta as it gets, isn't it?
You were watching a video where it's self-shitposting while we're shitposting?
Yes.
And we're going to be ship posting tomorrow.
Yep.
There's going to be a lot of shitposting tomorrow.
Woo!
It's going to be 80% of shitposting.
That's what I'm here for.
Perfect.
Because I don't know anything else.
This is day number 2 of the, are we calling it the Harpers Ferry Blitz or the Maryland Campaign Blitz?
Well, since we are probably hitting Antietam, no, it could
I
be.
guess it's the Maryland Campaign Blitz.
Yeah, I mean, we're mostly here for Harpers Ferry, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And I've just dubbed the term haycation.
What does it mean?
You're usually the one that thinks up this stuff. not me.
Let's see, haycation. It's like a vacation, and it's something to do with an age.
We sleep on haystacks.
Yeah, it could be it. Hay mattresses. It's
I mean, I can go
vacation.
for a good haystack, you know, when they do the shredded hash browns and
Ooh, yeah.
dang stuff.
That work. Maybe it's like a low key, like non-fancy vacation, right? 'Cause it's like hay is like the informal of high, so haycation. If you want to actually, could be that.
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
So we're going that way to town, correct?
Correct.
All right. Like, what should I say? Some words. We're gonna go.
I'm just
see-
pointing the camera at you.
All right, fair enough. We're gonna go see the sacred soil.
I got a word. Pangea.
It's gonna be fun. Wow, that was really interesting. I'm glad you were able to find all that information.
We are shopping around for potential locations for the Meme Museum, and this 1844 structure is for sale. We could, theoretically. So you know what you have to do. Kofi. Kofi. It's gonna be a little hard to get the shot, but it's cool.
Probably not injured that well.
It says somewhere here is where the cannonball struck through underneath one of the windows. But whoever did the repair work did a mighty fine job, although I will say the chinking here looks a little thicker than normal.
Yeah.
There's a U.S. Geological Survey marker in the base of this cannon monument. Sadly, there's no more markings on the front. It looks like at one point it was rifled, however, but it's very smoothed out. I don't know if you can tell. We have number 33, and the base says 1865. I don't know if that's alluding to when the cannon was made or commemorating the end of the American Civil War. So, is this being demolished for ghosts or asbestos?
Both.
It's the Hollywood Tower Hotel.
That is actually the logo for the Hollywood Tower Hotel, isn't it?
Tower Terror up in here.
Yeah, it is. If we walk by it later and somebody's around here, we should ask if we can take those since you're turning the thing down. 'cause that'd be trespassing and stealing. Oh, there's another building back there. Maybe. Shame though. That's actually really nice federal architecture, I'm pretty sure. Or was before they decided building for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's going to be like a throwback to like turn of the 20th century hotels.
That's cool though.
Still though, I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, there is some nice old buildings up there, but yeah, they're tearing down this whole block, it looks like.
I like that place.
You like that place?
Yeah, that one's not being torn down.
Nice.
It's like the structure at the edge of my property.
Yeah, there's a good thing they have this fence here because it's a
That's a steep drop.
yeah, it's a drop.
Well, imagine if you're in a bar down here and you live up here, you try to walk over there.
Oh no.
Just use the middle of the road at that point.
And now we got cats.
How many workers back in the day do you think tumbled off that sidewalk?
Ask these cats, they might know.
Yeah, they're coming our way.
Hey, poor guy.
Or the tour guides. Hello. Seek friendly and sad.
That's nice.
They're just
Has a collar. They're
Yeah.
just chilling.
Well, you remember the cat at like Bedford Village just like scratches you?
I never got scratched.
Really?
No, I was able to hold him and everything. Him, her, it.
I guess like we were talking to one of the guys. I guess that like there used to be a blacksmith there that used to like pet it with like his leather glove.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that cat's a little less.
Oh, that's real scary.
Yeah. Oh, maybe.
This is how the cat return started, right?
Oh, that's cool.
We're literally being guided by a cat at the town. This is,
I feel kind of bad.
He has a jingle bell.
it's all part of the plan.
Alright, you guys are in now.
Yeah, he's like, you're on your own now. Well, thanks.
This town's in. We're definitely gonna have to report later.
Because it's called the rabbit hole.
Well, it's a gas report. We gotta stop in, get some booze, get some food. Almost heaven.
Almost 7. Family never received damages until 1906. $504 were rewarded for compensation to the family property in 1906. Damn.
I was gonna calculate the inflation on that, but I still have like no service.
That's just the story of you and your phone today.
Dude, it's like I have no service in this town, unfortunately.
We're having no
You
problem.
guys do, and we're on the same plans. I don't know how you.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe it's your phone.
Maybe it is. This is good.
Peebus, who put that?
Also, I have service again.
John Brown.
Yeah.
Civil War graffiti. Oh, this is actually a really cool display.
Yeah. There's the man who drew the Hatsune Miku.
Are you sure Iker drew that?
Pretty sure that's what it's implying.
He
is
loves
the
anime
He is the
girls.
face behind the graffiti.
He loves anime girls.
We really are degenerates.
Yeah.
So Colonel Daniel Cameron Jr. organized the Scotch Regiment, yeah, that's how it's spelled, officially known as the 65th Regiment Illinois Infantry Volunteers at Camp Douglas, Chicago, Illinois in spring of 1862. Their uniforms, while not as colorful as the Garibaldi Guards, reflected the Scottish Highlander heritage of the troops. As a result of the surrender terms at Harpers Ferry, the 65th Illinois faced the irony of imprisonment at the scene of their enlistment, Camp Douglas. Oh,
That sucks.
wow.
Play set. And Carmen comes in and says, guys, FNAF is real, and then all of a sudden he comes in going,
Oh, you're talking about the South Park episode.
It wasn't
No,
an
it was a-
episode.
it was a
Someone
I've
was
seen that one,
I
actually.
showed it to you. It was hilarious.
Oh, it was just a TikTok, wasn't it? A full episode?
Yeah. And then
What missed opportunity for
Five
South
Nights at
Park.
Freddy's killed Kenny. Killed Kenny. Bastard.
So what brought this up?
I saw the classroom and it kind of looked like the one from South Park, so I was like,
Is Mr. Garrison down there?
Okay, class.
Too deep. It's there. This is what we've come for a brick building.
Start playing
Oh, the John Brown Museum's over here.
the Halo music.
Guess we'll go in the museum and then I'm assuming this is the temporary entrance. I think it might have been that other door.
Yeah, it's point is this one.
Oh. Oh wow, we're going all the way.
On the night of October 16, 1859, Hayward Shepard, an industrious and respected colored freeman, was mortally wounded by John Brown's raiders. In pursuance of his duties as an employee of the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad Company, he became the first
I'll wait for when it hits.
of the attempted insurrection. This boulder is erected by the United Daughters, the Confederacy, and the Sons of Confederate Veterans as a memorial to Hayward Shepard, exemplifying the character and faithfulness of thousands of Negroes who expressed those figures of war, so conducted themselves that no stain was left upon a record, which is the peculiar heritage of the American people and the everlasting tribute to the best of both races. It's an odd monument from the DAC.
So yeah, that hunk of stone.
So just average Daughters of Confederacy fuckery like they always do.
Yeah. Train's still going. There's just like a something here. I think it's like something for like an infant. If you've left it, it's here. Yes, if you were standing in this position in 1859, you would be looking at the engine house. Now, it wasn't on top of the fill. That obelisk does
down on
mark.
the street level.
Yeah, it'd be about 20 feet below.
Wow.
So, and the gates would have been a little bit over here, the main entrance. And then, kind of where my finger is where a covered bridge was for the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad. And that was the bridge they traversed to get from the Maryland side of the Potomac River into the then Virginia side and commence the raid. So, John Brown's battlefield, if you want to call it that, it's not a big battlefield. It's confined to this little space right here. It's where most of the shooting occurred that day. Yeah, rail fanning's, yeah, it's fishing, but weirder.
But you know you're going to get something every time you go out. You got the schedule.
Event do you think they follow the schedule?
Oh, you know.
See, since I'm not recording that train, they are on schedule. But if I was recording,
oh, it's like Schrodinger's cat.
yeah, Schrodinger's cat.
That took me too.
It's the Schrodinger's cat of trains.
Yeah.
So this old boat ramp was actually the scene of 2 escapes by Union representatives.
You good?
My hair went down my throat.
That just happened.
This almost killed me.
It almost killed you.
Wait, she tripped and then she'd almost choked on her own hair.
Wow.
I fell in that hole.
That's a whole ass skill issue.
You're excused.
Anyways. I've been made fun of all the time, Connor. It's fine.
I know.
I live in the rabbit hole, so I just accept it. I've literally dragged you down the rabbit hole right now. In fact, we are quite literally standing in a rabbit hole.
It's a big rabbit.
Very big rabbit. Yeah. I'm gonna try to get the shot, then we're gonna head up to food. I'm gonna try to get the shot and head up to food. This is a period structure that's today a pub, and little known fact, this is where Colonel Lee watched the full raid unfold right down the street there. Yeah, he kind of kicked back here. He didn't want any involvement. He didn't want to take a government stance on what was a slave dispute. So he kind of kicked back here, downed a few loggers. What we got here?
Got the wings.
How are the wings?
Pretty good, actually.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
We're now playing Hobos of Harpers Ferry.
Pretend this is one of those sacks. Down the old railroad track. I don't know any hobo songs.
That was the song.
That was a song.
It was one of these songs of all time.
Indeed.
Kenny is in front of the rifle works. He can do great amounts of destruction.
And he will.
He will.
Engage your mind with it.
Let's get the photograph of you somewhere.
What was that?
Let's get the photograph of you somewhere with the photo of the cover. Oh, the photo of the cover.
Give me 3 seconds.
The only thing you can't see from here is the powder. So yeah, and
Jess is
so
just
I
going
don't
for
know how
arms
much
folded.
you're hiking, walking, whatever. You
You just look
can drive
really
up the store and all.
perplexed. You just look there. You're just arms folded. Are you the guard?
Always.
You can see Jefferson Drive on the way.
We're here.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
I can't imagine. In here.
It's tiny.
It is.
Yeah, it's. We're not going to stay in here too long for the video, but I just wanted to mention being in the actual engine house, how tiny it is.
Yeah.
And think in mind, the final standoff was Brown, 4 of his raiders, 2 of the wounded raiders, and then about 11 hostages would have been lined up along the wall. And keep in mind, he had like 2 engines filling this room.
Yeah.
There would have been smoke, the windows would have been busted out, and then you end up having the Marines trying to bust their way through, just tight quarters.
That John Brown asked the former slaves to put in the wall. So, you know, these walls, when this came back down to town, when it's now part of the park, they restored it to the 1865 look, so they can tell the part of the story and you can tell the building. Because when I first saw them, I was wondering what it was, and then I saw that picture of this building as a museum, I'm like, oh.
Jay Fox from the 21st New York Cavalry apparently threatened to shoot a superior officer. That's gonna go badly for you.
And the guy above him was a suspicious character. He's like,
Oh, why
"Yeah,
don't
I'm
we-
saying you're on it, I have the same problems.
Oh,
You just
Are we in your basement?
It's a little nicer in my basement, actually. Especially the ceiling.
Yeah. Maybe a little hard to see, but there's a little bit of almost of a cave down there, how the rocks, there's like a gap down there that this rock is horizontally placed upon. Ah, the wonders of erosion.
Yes.
If you actually look really closely, you can still see some of that historic graffiti I was talking about. No, there were no Chevrolets in 1862.
I don't know if I believe you.
Well, I haven't seen it in a photograph at the very least.
Oh, they didn't have cameras.
they were on it.
Connor, we're standing on one of the most heavily photographed spots of the American Civil War.
No, all of those photos were staged later by Stanley Kubrick.
All right.
Yeah. Just gonna.
I have no time to fight anymore. So when we're not eating breakfast, lunch, or dinner, we've been surviving off of Cheetos.
Yep.
This one bag of Cheetos you have been eating for 2 days now.
Yeah. Pretty much.
My mommy gave them to me.
They got all the nutrients that plants crave.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's like Rondo.
Dinner table.
Yes, we're in a second floor flat that we were renting for the weekend, and
Very nice.
It's very well furnished. It's actually quite pleasant.
It does not deserve. We should not be in here. We do not deserve to be in a room such
No.
quality.
Yeah, really. Should be like in the dumpster out back.
My brain.
This is jam number 4.
Remember?
Yeah, jam W number 4. Jam W number 5. So consecutive.
Keep in mind, these trees were not here, so Miles and the Union Army had an unobstructed view at Jackson's Line on Schoolhouse Ridge. You could barely make it out there on the horizon. Now this gun here is patented December 9th, 1862, so made just a little after the actual battle. but very similar to the free-range ordnance rifles they would have had up here. We're number one.
Yeah, this is JMW gun number 1.
We're number
1862. The other guns are 4, 5, and 6. Where guns 2 and 3 are lost the same stuff. We don't know.
I'm gonna guess there might be over there.
Oh, well, hopefully they are. That'd be cool. Have the complete set.
So,
Yeah. So, this is gun number 3. This is gun number 11. Why couldn't it be 2? Why'd it have to be 11? If it was 2, you'd have 1 through 6 consecutively. It makes sense.
and if these are reproductions,
Well, it doesn't matter. Well, that means where's 2? It's gotta be around here
yeah, it's
somewhere.
like, come on, you have the whole set and you're missing one.
Yeah, that's unexcusable.
Pain.
Pain.
Pain. Who designed this?
I don't know.
Honestly saying, you might have to just get in front of the truck and like give people the notion that like you're gonna have to stop and let us through.
Yeah. Oh no, but they're piling up now too.
Holy shit.
We might honestly have to make a right and try to like.
I guess, yeah, we'll go back.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gorgeous down here. Look at that! Look at that lovely blue water.
Yeah, that's the Virginius Island over there. One of the islands, that's where they had the Hall's Rifle Works on. It's like 3 or 4 different islands, so that makes sense.
Oh, okay. It's like a archipelago.
Yeah, in the middle of the Shenandoah River.
That's cool.
We discovered that the John Hall Bridge is the reverse, it's like the inverse of the Liberty Tunnels.
Yep.
Or the Squirrel Tunnels. So the Squirrel Tunnels in Pittsburgh, they're on the east side of the city, and everybody slows down. Everybody slows down. Now, there's plenty of room to get in and out of them,
Yeah.
but people just slow down because it's a tunnel. I guess they're scared of being in a tunnel. This is the same thing, but just on a bridge in the wide open. Like, there's no difference in the lanes. It's 2-lane, well, it's divided to 2 lanes, fair enough. But people just aren't ready for the bridge. They're just not ready for a darn bridge.
Yeah, like why does he stop there?
We're like crawling. And we always think it's trucks too. We think it's only big trucks. So there must be a speed limit that they have to hit, and they just freak the F out, and it causes this.
Ugh.
I just want to point out that we're living vicariously through this tricycle driver.
Yeah, he
Trike
threw his
driver.
hands up in disgust, and I felt that on a spiritual level. He's just like me, for real, for real.
There's all these no parking signs. And there's no room. So who would try to park here?
The ability to drive does not make you intelligent.
I guess not. I'm literally stranded from the parking lot. So the other two are gonna go get the car, and I'm gonna throw myself in like a combat soldier. So our plans have been thwarted.
There is no parking at Harpers Ferry.
There's none. There's been none yesterday, and apparently they've been partying all night, so there still is none.
Yep, just drunks all over the streets.
So we'll hit a few Civil War sites as we snake our way to Sharpsburg. And then we'll go look at the Bloody Lane, what every sane person does on a Sunday.
I mean, what better day to
Sunday,
look at the Bloody Day?
Sunday.
Yeah, it kind
Sunday,
of works. It kind of
Sunday.
works actually.
Yeah. Is that gonna be the theme song as we roll up on the Bloody Lane?
I guess.
Yeah.
We should. Yeah. Be prepared,
All right,
Jess.
acapella time.
Yeah. We got like a half hour till then.
What the hell?
Hold on.
Yeah, dude, this is.
This is like some creepypasta shit.
It is. Like, what? Who? What if I don't have service? What if I don't have service or I don't have a phone because I'm Amish? Like, how am I supposed to, like.
Federal taxpayer dollars at work.
This is, like.
I'm gonna take a guess that either these got ruined in the weather or
They probably were getting vandalized.
Or
'cause they're out here.
vandalized.
Yeah. But, like. Yeah, probably vandalized based off the FJB up there. On both sides, actually. But, like, do the sign, but then put the QR code in the corner with, like, a learn more link. Like, this is just stupid. I walked the whole way out here.
So we are on the north face, well, kind of the northwest face of Bolivar Heights, and we're Damn, imagine having a fake attack and it's the only battle you're ever involved with in your career.
Wow.
And you're a casualty in it.
Feels bad, man.
Yeah, we should go right.
Yep. I wonder what they make.
It looks cool.
They have a public drop-off thing. I wonder if it's some sort of scrap business, maybe?
Right along the railroad.
Yeah, I mean, that would make sense. Yeah, they don't have a sign or anything, so... Man, a mystery.
It's bad.
It's bad. The Hendricks Bicentennial Farm.
Cool. Must be like from like
200 years?
Yeah.
The same family? Yeah.
Don't die.
Good try. Oh, there's a free Ukraine people. Drive-through donations.
Wait, are we going for the Circle of Hell? Is this the Circle of Hell again?
I don't know, dude. This is a weird street. I saw a freaking Jeep with a Ball Deuce on the back of it. They're raising money for Ukraine, I think. This dude's got the Assault Life sticker on the front of his car.
Oh, there's. It says 1862, so that's a period building right there. It was here. I don't know if it was here when Mr. Braddock was here, but good old General Braddock.
This is a good choice. Really, as far as 40K battles go, it's pretty tame. I mean, you're looking at less than 1 million casualties a year. We're in Canada now.
Northern North.
Yep, north and north.
We're on the north end of the North Woods, so we're north. We're in Canada. It's official.
Yep.
There are maple leaves here?
Probably.
The cornfield.
So basically, until the corn got all trampled down, they were just blind firing through
Yes.
that, basically. Yeah. I can't even imagine. Maryland.
Maryland, my Maryland.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah, originally that monument was actually made out of muskets until the 1930s.
Really?
And in 2004 they rebuilt it because like, yeah, this was cool, but we shouldn't have actual muskets on the battlefield.
Yeah. Because you know they were...
Yeah. Like the whole battlefield. It's like their big grievance.
It was sold the first buyers salvaged a lot of material, bricks and individual woods penetrated in the area to the westward.
So what is being buried out of the woods? Are they still there? It's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that one, honestly.
Yeah.
That was new to me. I was like,
it makes sense. Yeah, if they're operating right there, they're throwing limbs out that way.
and then wounded 141.
So that's 180 out of 320. So
It might be a little hard to see on the camera, but just for example, there's Humble Collector, and I would say he's approximately about 5 feet below. So in certain areas in this lane, you got really good depression where either you can be laying down here, or you can stand down there and then climb up and fire and do, doing various ranks.
I didn't realize he drowned 2 years after the war.
It's a mystery.
Oh, is there water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he. An interesting side story is, so when the Confederate Army completely shattered here and they're running through Piper's apple orchard, James Longstreet is headquarters by the Piper farm. And he's seen this happen. Now, he had stubbed his foot earlier in the day before, so he couldn't like get off his horse. He literally was riding with a slipper on.
Oh.
He was very regal. So in the chaos, he orders his staff officers to mount an abandoned field piece and start firing it.
Yeah.
They never had drilling on an artillery piece. So here's Lee Longstreet giving the instructions, like reading from the manual, like going like basic, okay, step 1, step 2, as everybody's just running past them. Apparently the one artillery crew that was nearby later on said, well, if you boys ever want to be on our crew again, you did pretty good.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, all right. And clutch situation. Yeah, we'll make a left. About maybe a 5-mile drive, and that'll take us back to 67 where we were on Friday.
All right.
I'm loving the back roads of Boonesboro.
Yep.
We kind of got sidetracked with our conspiracy theory and missed our turn.
Yep.
But it's all good now.
Happens to the best of us.
It really does. Everybody out here getting in line for McDonald's. If they're getting in line for Chick-fil-A, it's Sunday, they're going to be severely disappointed.
Chick-fil-A. What a dirty, rotten trick to play. Now I'll have to settle for some way. I'm in love with Chick-fil-A. You ever heard that song?
No, I've not.
Ah, it's classic. It's from that comedian we were talking about.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's going on there? Smoke screen?
Yeah, his, yeah, you know how you get your check engine light on?
Yeah.
His dashboard's a Christmas tree right now, I'm sure. Because whatever that is does not look healthy. Like, I'm kind of afraid to try to pass him, but I also don't want to be back here in case he does explode.
In the fast lane too, like
He's hauling. He's hauling.
man, it's getting pretty thick.
Yeah, it's been getting thicker as we've been sitting here.
Oh, man.
Oh, no, I don't want you in this lane, sir. Alright, once this truck passes us, we're gonna try to get away from this guy before he literally explodes. That's how
Car to look like his car.
Dude, he's smoking bad.
So we have birthed a new monument mythos.
Yeah, conspiracy theory?
Yeah,
Yeah.
very.
So basically, the National Park Service's goal is eventually to make the entire country a national park, so they can then enact the Great Blood Sacrifice to resurrect Teddy Roosevelt. That was the whole reason they were founded, and that is their ultimate goal. So don't trust the National Park Service.
Don't trust them.
Yeah.
If you've learned anything from Wendigoon's videos on 411,
Yes.
don't trust the national park.
They have secrets they're not telling.
What was that car fee we paid today? What was that?
Yeah, what was that? I was wondering what that was for.
A lot of parks do that. Like Western Pennsylvania, we like all of our parks are free because like grants cover them. But so I think it's dependent on the state. But
like, how would they enforce that? I guess. Like, it's not like you pass through like a guard shack or anything.
no,
Yeah.
it's like I'll have your receipt on you.
Yeah, but there wasn't even anybody like check a receipt. I don't know.
We'll make the left.
Take a left here.
Yeah, somebody will come out here and check our receipt. Like, oh,
Like it's technically a public road, right?
it technically is. It's technically, you know, it's a dawn of dusk.
Did we just pay protection money?
I guess it's to keep the monuments from eating us.
I guess. New monument mythos just dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah.